Okay, so good morning kids. Now we are about to start geography's few chapters. There are some chapters which we are going to omit, and what will be those chapters we shall let you know later on. So today's topic will be latitudes and longitudes. We are going to understand that what latitudes are and what longitudes are. Don't go with the spelling L-O-N-G-I. It's not longi, it's longi. Okay, so latitudes and longitudes. Before proceeding further and telling you what these things are, let me tell you one thing, that these all are imaginary lines, and why are they being drawn over the map and over the globe, I will be telling you today in this video. In last geography's video, Amit sir told you about the importance of maps and globes. He told you about map being a flat surfaced representation of a particular area, and globe being a 3D or three-dimensional representation of complete earth. Okay, it can also be of a particular area. So let me tell you why latitudes and longitudes or artificial lines are needed. Suppose you might have seen that bigger posters are being drawn for smaller objects, like for example, if a painter is there, he is about to draw this duster in a bigger size. So what measurements will he take to represent the same thing on a bigger board like this? If I want to draw a bigger duster of the similar pattern in this board but of a bigger size, how is this possible? This is possible just by making graphical representations. Let me tell you how it happens. Suppose I written a letter G. This is the size of a letter G, and to draw the exact pattern in a bigger size, what should I do? It is easy to go like this and make it like this, but here you can see that there are many differences. Like here you can see I have missed this part. Here you can see this one went a bit longer than this one, and this one is not being leaned over here. So there are many miscalculations that can be done if you are drawing any part or covering it up without graphing it. So let us come to understand that what it is and why these lines are being drawn. So what I will do, I will draw a few horizontal lines and few vertical lines. Okay, let me name these, this A and this one as B and this one as C, and here D, E, F, G, H, and this one I, J, K, L, M, and this one as D. Okay, so we have vertical columns A, B, C, D, and we have horizontal rows D, E, F, G, H, and I, J, K, L, M, and so on. Okay, so if we want to locate suppose this area, so how is it possible for a person to locate that area? It will be simple. I will be telling that go to grid number B and F. So going to column number B, jumping over to row number F. So I will be easily locating the area. Similarly, you can divide it into sub parts like B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So in this way it will be easier for one to locate the parts. So why I have told you this one is to make you understand that why latitudes and longitudes are important. So let us come up upon the first one, that is latitudes. So what are latitudes? Latitudes are the horizontally or parallel running line horizontally to the earth's. Suppose this is our earth. So don't go on the circle. I'm not very good at that, so it's too shabby actually. So let us divide it into two halves and consider this one as 0. Okay, consider this as 0. Now earth is being divided into 4 hemispheres. This one is northern one, the north hemisphere. This is the southern hemisphere. Further, it is also divided into 2 parts, which is this part is called the eastern one and that part is called the western one. So we are not going to focus now on the eastern and western part. but we are going to focus on the northern and the southern part. Okay, so exactly at the half of Earth, we take it as 0 degree and we term it as equator. Why equator? Equator means equal. Here you can see 0 degree is the largest line which will be drawn. Since this part is bulged मतलब बाहर की ओर निकला हुआ, उभरा हुआ, and this part is also bulged, so this latitude is the largest of all. As we go further up, it will be quoted as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it goes up to 90 degree. It goes up to 90 degree here and 0 degree here. Then there are few important latitudes which we have to understand. Okay, I will be telling you those about those latitudes. Not every degrees will be taught here. So after 0 degree, the next important one is that 23.5 degree, which is also known as Tropic of Cancer. And here you have to write northern, 23.5 degree north latitude. After that is the 66.5 degree north latitude, okay, which is known as the Arctic Circle, and finally is the 90 degree. And as you go downwards, the same thing occurs, is 23.5 degree southern latitude, and again 66.5 degree southern latitude, and again the 90 degree here. So just to understand what geologists and scientists do, they have referred these as zones, heat zones of Earth, and there are many other things. So I have told you regarding latitudes. Now coming on to longitudes, dividing Earth from top to bottom into two halves, this being the eastern side and this being the western side. Here the part is bigger, and this 0 degree, the 0 degree here is known as prime meridian, and it runs from this way to this way, counting up to 180, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes on till here. It counts 180 degree east till this side and 180 degree west this side. So all total, if you will see, there are 360 latitudes and 180 there are 360 longitudes and 180 latitudes. This is all you have to learn. We don't have to go further or in depth where we will study about the longitudes. There are prime meridians and other things which we will read, and where do it pass from, that we will read. And also in the upcoming videos we shall learn about the heat zones of Earth, that as we go up or as we go down, what happens to the temperature or what happens to the altitude or whatever the things are, we will be learning further in the video today, later on. So what we have learned today, we have learned that latitudes are the horizontal line which run parallel to the equator, and longitudes are the vertical line which run parallel to the prime meridian, cutting the equator. Okay, so that's all for today's video. You can write down all the notes what I have taught you and all the name of the equator. What I have told, let me tell you, this is Tropic of Cancer. 23.5 degrees termed as Tropic of Cancer, and 66.5 degree as Arctic Circle. 23.5 degrees south is termed as Tropic of Capricorn, and 66.5 degrees termed as Antarctic Circle. Okay students, so write down this in your copy, and please do comment in the comment section to register your attendance. Thank you.